people the fact that you said, have you done DACA? When their main problem is the fact that they feel they are dark. You may think, it's me. Who would think that have you lost weight will trigger me? But I didn't look good. I'd gone from a size 10 to size 2. So I wasn't looking good. So, but for you now to assume that I am on a weight loss program was what broke me. When I started writing the book, I felt very vulnerable. I felt, I don't want people to know this part of me. I want people to still see me and see me as strong. There's help. And please, if it's the stigma that is keeping you away, let me tell you, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. But the important thing that I want you to know is that mental illness can be treated. Most of us have nothing but negative things to say about ourselves. It's the same way when we sit with foreigners and we talk about Nigeria. We just talk, we never say anything good about Nigeria.
And in recent time, that's what the focus had been. Why do I have to wait for a bank to call me in for an aggressive staff when we could have prevented this?
What are the things we should look out for to avoid falling into this situation?
But when it comes to mental illness, it's invisible. And let me tell you why. It's invisible because, like Auntie B says, it starts with the mind, your thoughts. Trust me, because I'm in that space. I need to spend less than 5 minutes with you and I know what is wrong with you. Why do we need EAPs? Why our EAPs not talking about mental wellness? They are focused on other things. So it's not about me coming to work. Sometimes the workload, sometimes burnout sets in. There are serious reasons beyond the work. You don't know what my dynamics are at home. You don't know if I'm in an abusive relationship. But at the end of the day, all you people care about is being the best staff of the month. This is a bank. I've had banks call me in. And every time I hear somebody was irrational in the office, my first question is, who are they reporting to? Who is their supervisor?
The life expectancy of Nigerians, of the average Nigerians, is too low. I'm at that point where my life expectancy should be coming to an end, but I flat refuse by being intentional about my activity. How many of you think that you can take up to 10,000 steps a day walking around every day? Do you measure it? For me, I use it, as I stated at the beginning, to leverage the body to get to the mind, because the mind is where it is. And as much as I like the fact that we are having this conversation, the fact that EcoBank is dealing with a day for mental health, it could make me cry because I've dedicated my life to this. You have to create incentives for people to exercise, to take care of themselves. We need to stop shaming the mental health side of things and start taking care of each other.
Mental illness, that was an abuse. Self-abuse on my part. Because honestly, you see this thing motivational speakers tell us about, don't quit.
So I would like to know, are there preliminary engagements that are required to be able to understand, and I think this is for you, sir, to be able to understand, specifically the kind of exercises that one should be involved in based on some certain peculiarities, rather than just diving into what everybody does? Because I've seen athletes that died on the field, people that I know that they were very active but they still had heart attacks and cardiac arrest and all of that. So sometimes you begin to wonder, so what's the problem? Do you exercise, you have cardiac arrest? Don't do it. You still have cardiac arrest. So what's the issue? Thank you.
We've been challenged from the exercise perspective. One thing that you said that I found very profound: exercise is the route for the body to connect with the mind.